Hi, and welcome back to It's a Teacher Thing, teacher tutorial videos from Tales of a Sixth Grade Teacher. That's me, Michelle Higdon. I am back for another exciting adventure into the tech world, into resources that are available for you that can help with distance learning as we go through these wonderful times of closures. As you can see, it is a teacher work day, which for me means I'm at home, which is where I have been all week, but my kids are not required to do any work. So I figured I'd make a video for you. Today, we're going to be looking at a really great tool called Padlet. You may be familiar with Padlet. Padlet is kind of like a virtual bulletin board. It is a place where you can it's kind of like if you just picture writing your notes on an index card, putting a pen in it, putting them on a bulletin board in like real life, and then put it on the computer. That's what Padlet is. It's a great way to have kids respond to a question, respond to a prompt, and it's just great. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to, obviously, Padlet.com. And you're going to click sign up. It's free. Like I said in my other videos, I always recommend if you have Google, if you have Microsoft, if you have Apple, go ahead and sign up with those things. It's one less password for you to have to remember. And if you're like me, your memory is not so great. And there comes a point where you just can't remember 8,000 passwords. So I always just click sign up with Google because I have a school Google account and put in my Google information. Since I already have a Padlet account, I'm just going to click log in. And I'm going to log in with Google and use my school Google. And this is Padlet. I obviously have Padlets that I've already made. In the beginning of the school year, I asked what's one thing you're looking forward to the most about sixth grade. I have some about democracy, Greek and Roman religion versus Christianity. So all of the Padlets that you create, all of your digital bulletin boards will show up right here. Let me just pop one up for you to look at. So this was a Padlet. That was created, and a lot of my kids responded, and they could add things, take things away, put their names. They're looking forward to making new friends, looking forward to getting good grades, learning new things. Again, it's just like that virtual bulletin board. And then we actually did one. Our awesome instructional technologist, shout out to Miss Joseph, did one yesterday on what are good things that we have done had happened through distance learning days 1 and 2. So that's one that I was able to contribute to. But again, she has it divided into 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, related arts, admin. So it's really, really great. Really, really great that you can just contribute and collaborate from a distance. But I could go on and on about the awesomeness of Padlet. But the really big point of this is to just show you how to do it. So let's say that you are all about Padlet. You're like, all right, let's give it a shot. Where do I start? First thing you're going to do, it's pretty self-explanatory, but I'm going to tell you anyway, make a Padlet. Okay, there are many different options. You can do a wall, canvas, stream, where it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, a grid where you can arrange them, columns, a timeline. Ooh, a map. That's kind of new. The easiest one to start with, if you're just getting started, is just a wall. That's your basic. Everything just shows up like a virtual bulletin board wall. So I would just click select. Okay. Ooh, I can move that. That's cool. So this is what it looks like. So you have, right now it's called My Sweet Wall. I will change that. But what you're going to see is you're going to see the ability over here to modify. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to want to change the title. Let's just put Padlet tutorial. Maybe a smiley face because everybody likes smiley faces. And then you can put a description. So this is where I will always put like what kind of prompt or question that I want the students to answer. So like what's one thing you're looking forward to about using Padlet? The question may be, give 2 reasons on how Greek and Roman religion is different. Use complete sentences. What do you think about distance e-learning? Give 2 complete sentences. That's just where I put, and you'll see it showed up over here. Oh, no, I want to keep working. That's just where the explanation goes. Whoa, everything's blue. Here's going to be your address to your Padlet. You don't really have to worry about that right now. You'll get a chance to share it at the end. And you can modify the appearance. So if you're not really into the fall flowers, lots of different things. You can do, if you're into Christmas, if you want to scroll, so you can, go crazy. You do you. And then the thing, so I always click yes for display author name above each post. That just puts a space for the author name. If the kid's logged in, it's automatically going to come up with their name, which is pretty cool. And then you can decide, do you want new posts to appear first at the top or last at the bottom? Do you want your viewers to be able to comment? So you can include, maybe you make part of the assignment, you have to post your own response and comment on 2 others. It's a great way to collaborate, keep everybody engaged. And then you can decide, do you want to require approval? I always err on the side of caution. It's always a good idea to require approval and that you moderate anything before it posts. My kids are angels. All of them. All of the time. But I don't know who you teach. Maybe you teach hellions. Or maybe you teach kids that think they're funny, but they're not really funny. And so you just want to, it's a good idea to moderate. And then, filter profanity by replacing bad words with nice emojis. I don't usually check that because I'm not going to approve anything that has any kind of profanity. So it doesn't need to be replaced with, a happy smiley face for trying to say the A word. It just doesn't need to be there. But that's why I always moderate. Moderation is key in many things. So once you have all that set, you're going to hit next. And then you're all set. You're going to be able to post to your heart's content. So I just click start posting, and then I'll show you how to share it. Then I'll show you how to post. So the share button is up here. You just click that, and then you can copy the link. You can email it, share it on Google Classroom. I usually just copy the link and go make a post in Classroom. I've actually never tried this share on Google Classroom feature. It must be kind of new. Go Padlet. So you could use that as well. So the way that you add, there's 2 ways that kids can add. They can either double click and their note pops up, or you can click this little plusy pencil button down here. And like I said, their name pops up, then you put the title, maybe it's Padlet tutorial, and then you write something. I'm looking forward to using Padlet to communicate with my students. You can add a link, you can Google something, you can put a picture of yourself, which I won't do because ain't nobody need to see that other than you people in the box right there. There's just many different things that you can do. And then if I was on the teacher side, I would be moderating and approving as they go. It's really great. It's like I said, a virtual bulletin board, so it just keeps going. So if you have a bunch of kids, it'll just, you'll have to do a lot of scrolling, but there's no limit to how many posts they can make it. And if there is, I don't know about it, so you should tell me. And then the best thing about it is I tend to use a different Padlet for each class. I don't need all 115 kids posting on one Padlet. That's a little much. So I just remake the Padlet for each class. So you just go up here and click this remake button. I usually take out remake of because that's unnecessary. And then I copy the design. I do not copy the posts because I don't need first period's posts in third period's Padlet. But I do copy people and privacy, so it stays secret. And I do copy the authorship, so posts stay connected to the people they're from. And then I hit submit, and it will remake it. I've had issues with Padlet in the past where I've tried to remake too many at one time or whatever, and it will go into freezy, spinny, we need extra time mode. So sometimes you just want to wait a little bit before you remake. But then you can always get back to your dashboard by clicking on Padlet. Over here you'll see it says take me home. So now I'm back to my Padlet. Back to all my different Padlets. You can see here's one on democracy and all the different, we've replied about democracy. Here was the title. Give me one reason why democracy in Athens and democracy in the U.S. are different and one reason why they are the same. If you see it says anonymous, they're not signed in or whatever, I just always have them put their name as the title of the note so I know who it goes to. And then their Padlets are there for a while. It's a really, really, really good tool. It's great for professional development. Here's a Padlet as we're learning this new thing. Post any questions you may have. It's a super quick, super easy way to hear a question and give feedback. So I hope that was a little helpful to show you how to use it. Just a quick overview. And if you have any questions, you know where to find me. And I look forward to seeing what our next resources tutorial video will be. Because I don't know what it is going to be yet. But it's going to be epic!